Again, guys. Okay. So in the last session, we have some problems starting with the performance management, right? So we'll be continuing from there, guys. We'll be starting working from how to activate your performance management module and how to create your performance management template. The various ways how you can create and update your performance management template, and how to launch that performance management template, and what are the different components that needs to be integrated with your performance plan template. Those are the things that we'll be looking into in today's session, guys. So one of the important thing that you need to activate with respect to your performance management in your success factor system is the PM performance management v12, guys. So you have to activate that component in your provisioning account, guys. So let me show you what it is, and then I'll move on to the configuration of your template, guys. Let me log into the provisioning account, guys. So once you log into the provisioning account, go to your company settings. Under your company settings, search for PM V12, and it is also called as like a acceleration, guys. Let me open this and then I'll activate. It's like it's already activated, but you need to make sure that it is activate in your organization, guys. But the one important, very important thing with your performance management v2 acceleration is like the moment you activate it, right, you will not be able to deactivate it, guys. It's a one-time activity. You have to make sure that you activate PM v12. Yeah, you see here, PM v12 acceleration. So you have to make sure this is going to be active with respect to the performance management. Then you can go ahead and use your performance management module in your instance, guys. Okay, and let me log into the instance. It's taking time to load, guys. Just a second. So, so this is how the end user or the employee is going to access the performance forms or anything that is related to the with respect to the performance management in your success factor system, guys. Okay, and so all usually like this performance management is used to evaluate the employee performance, and the typical cycle that we follow in during your configuration is like we prepare a performance plan template, and we try to route that template by going through the employee self review, and then doing the manager review, and then going for the signature steps. Or if you want to keep HR admin review or HR review, you can keep additional steps. But all this you can see in the earlier sessions also, we have seen like how to route your form is going to be dependent on the route map that we are going to assign to that particular performance plan template. Okay, and let me show you how this performance plan template look like. Let me open one of them, guys. Where it is. Okay, so this is your performance review uh, template that has been launched to an employee, and it is called the performance plan form. And I don't see anything here, guys, but usually you'll see a roadmap as a first thing, and then the employee information, review information, and you have the goals. And then if you have configured competencies, yes, you can see the competency section as well. And then you can see some comments and all those things here. So this is how you are going to see the performance form being launched to an end user. So what we'll be doing in today's session is, let's go ahead and see like how to configure this performance plan template, and then we'll try to launch it to the users, guys. Okay, let me go to my admin tools. So in order to configure a brand new performance plan template, there are two ways how you can configure. One is using the XML file, and the other is going to be creating a brand new performance plan template from your instance UI itself. Okay, and the difference between your goal loading your goal plan template XML file and your performance plan template XML file is, you are going to load your goal plan template XML file in your provisioning system, whereas your performance plan template XML file is going to be loaded into your instance itself, guys. You don't need to load your performance plan template XML file into your provisioning account. You can just load it into your instance itself, and that will help you to create a brand new template in your instance. So in order to create, we'll do both the things, guys. Let's start with one of them. Say, in order to create your performance plan template, so we have two options. One is through XML file, another is through your instance UI itself. Instance admin tools, and then going to performance management and manage templates. This is the navigation, guys. Okay, let's look at how you are going to create your performance plan template using the XML file. Then we'll come back to the other way of creating your templates, guys. So let me open the template, guys, before I go ahead and load that into the system. Mm, okay. There are a couple of things that we need to have a look at before we go ahead and load this. Say if you are trying to configure the performance plan template completely using the XML file, okay, then at a minimum you need to check what rating scale that you are trying to use in this performance plan template, and what sort of route map that we are trying to use in this rating scale in this performance plan template. And the other thing is going to be like, what goal plan template you want to integrate. So these are the things at a minimum you have to make sure that all these things are going to be incorporated, or those details has been added to your performance plan template, guys. Okay, and with respect to your, the first thing is going to be, let me show you where you are going to add your goal plan template ID. So the goal plan template ID is going to be added in a section called as objective plan section ID, guys. Yeah, you can see this is the tag, guys. Objective section, you can see this is the overall tag, XML tag. If someone wants to have a look at in the table view, you see here you have a objective section. Inside the objective section, you see you have a objective plan ID, guys. Where is it? Yeah, you can see objective section plan ID. This is one of the attribute inside your objective section. So make sure that this is going to be the ID, whatever we are placing here is the ID of the goal plan template that we are interested in integrating with your performance plan template, guys. Okay, and where you are going to find this goal plan template ID is, what's up, guys?
Raghu, I have a question. I have a quick question. Sorry.
Go ahead.
Why, when I'm trying to create a performance template, it is a mandate that I attach a goal plan template. The system says, okay, the route map is there, uh, the rest of the things are there, rating scale is there. It also asks me to attach a goal or template. Is there a particular practice that we use? Why does it ask?
See, your success factors performance module is designed such that both the goals and performance will go together, Samir. So
Okay,
as a as a standalone, your performance management doesn't work, guys.
okay.
So
But
always,
as a standalone, does the goal management work?
yes, it will.
It will. Okay,
Yeah,
got it. So while I'm making a goal template, I don't need a performance managed template to be integrated, but
correct.
vice versa, it has to be done.
Yes,
So first I define my goals, or I allow my employees to define their goals and align them accordingly, and then integrate it in the performance template. Once
correct, Samir.
integrated, what is the impact of this goal template in performance management?
You don't see any impact with respect to that, guys. Say once you assign the goals with respect to your goal plan template, and after that you are going to integrate that goal plan template with your performance plan template. All the goals whatever you define under that particular goal plan template will be automatically seen in your performance plan template, Samir. Automatically, because you
And
are doing an integration, right?
and in
Right.
my opinion, this is the best practice, because you cannot
Yeah,
have independently goal management and the performance management. If you see any performance review, goals are the integral part of that. So why do you want to use separately goal plan and separately object performance? They have to go together.
Right.
So
yeah,
in my
Right. Okay.
opinion, yeah, yeah, it's a best practice. It's
yeah.
industry practice. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. So this is the idea of your goal plan template, guys. So when you're trying to configure it, where you are going to get your goal plan template. So as a important thing or a prerequisite, make sure that at least you prepared your goal plan template and that was loaded into your success factors provisioning system, or you created the goal plan template from your instance UI. But where you are going to get this objective section plan ID, that is nothing but the goal plan template ID. As I showed you earlier, you can get those details from your provisioning account. Let me log into that, and let me log into here, guys.
Raghu, what if, in order to integrate goal template ID, I don't have access. For example, I don't have access to the within system, and I can go ahead and find the goal template ID.
What it is, Samir?
For exa for example, I don't have access to the provisioning system right
Mm,
at the moment,
mm.
and I want to integrate the goal template ID and find it. Is there any other way of finding the template ID for goal template?
No, you will not be able to find the template ID. I don't think so. There is any other way to find it out, Samir. And
Okay,
the simple way to overcome that is go to your instance and go to performance management
uh-huh.
template, open that, and when you open under the general settings, right, or under the goal section, you see a pop-up
Yeah,
drop down menu, right? You don't even need to know
yeah.
the objective or the goal plan template ID. If you go to performance plan template, you will be able to find all the goal plan templates that are available in your organization. You can just go and integrate that. I'm just showing you how you can do the in both the ways.
Oh, yes, we can do that also. Okay.
Go to your objective plan template. You can see import export objective plan template. Click on that. and you will be able to find all the goal plan templates that has been configured in your organization, guys. Let's say if you want to integrate with this goal plan template, which is with the name of 2015 June goal plan template, the ID associated with that is 1. Okay, so get that ID and put it under this object to section plan ID, guys. Okay, and the other thing with respect to as I was talking about is the your rating scale. Your rating scale, user section for review. Let me navigate from the source window, guys. Okay, so your this is the rating scale, guys. Sorry, this is the rating scale where you can see the scale ID. Your review scale is the scale ID that we integrated with your performance plan template. If you want to navigate here, right, you can see this is the one, guys, review scale. Okay, and the other one is going to be through your route map. The route map that we are using, 1 second. Hold on a minute, let me open it in table view. Component section, signature section. Um, Hold on a minute, guys. Let me quickly go here. Manage templates. Yeah.
As you're searching the source, right?
Yeah.
Can we do that in table view as well?
No, you will not be able to do that.
Okay.
Okay, let me quickly go here, guys. 1 second. And let's say I just want to show you the route map XML tag, guys, where you are going to add your route map XML tag. Okay, route map. So Form template settings. Just a second, guys. I'm trying to find out the tag that is that we are interested to place. That is where we are going to place the your roadmap. Hmm. Where is it? Where is it? Hmm. Okay, guys. Let me check that. What is the tag? I don't remember the tag, guys. Okay, even it doesn't stop us from doing that. What we are going to do is like let's go ahead and load this XML file, and then we are going to integrate this with a roadmap, guys. In from your instance, I can do that. So let me go ahead and load this performance plan template into your instance, guys. Even though it is a XML file, we are going to load the performance plan template into your instance. So how we are going to load that is go to your administration tools, okay, and go to your performance management, and here go to form template settings, guys. Click on this form template settings, and here this is the place where we are going to load the performance plan templates into your instance, and click on this upload new form under the manage form templates, and provide the name. Let's say it is going to be like 2015 June performance plan template, and the file that we are trying to upload, browse for that, and let's say it is going to be somewhere in the June, and this is the file that we are trying to upload, guys. Click on this upload form template, and you can see this is the form, that is the new performance plan template that was created in our organization, guys.
Raghu, you said that XML file needs to be uploaded from the provision system, not from instance. Is that correct?
No. Performance is going to be uploaded from your instance, whereas the goal plan template is going to be uploaded into your provisioning account.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Yeah, minor difference, guys. Okay, and let's say we uploaded or we created a new performance plan template in our
Raghu, can you
so,
repeat that again?
yeah,
Can you
okay.
repeat again, Raghu?
Sure. See,
Goal
your
management.
goal plan template XML file is loaded into your provisioning system. Okay. Whereas
Okay.
your performance plan template XML file is going to be loaded into your instance.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I know, like, it will be little bit confusion, but when you start using it, right, it will be very clear.
Okay, both are XML files, correct?
Yeah, both are XML files, Rajiv.
No CSV file or anything like that, right?
No, both are XML files.
Thank you.
Okay. So let's go to your performance management, and we'll see whether our performance plan template is created or not, and we'll try to integrate a roadmap with that particular performance plan template, guys. Click on this manage templates. You see here, click on this manage templates and go to your performance review.
Could you please repeat that, Raghu? I'm sorry, for some reason it just didn't come out clearly.
Yeah, you can see here. Is it clear, guys? Hello?
Yes, thank you.
Okay. So, let me,
Thank you.
yeah, sure, no problem, guys. Let's go ahead and click on this 2015 June performance plan template. This is the one that the name we gave to the when we are trying to upload a new XML file, performance plan template XML file into our instance, guys. Let's see what are the different things available with respect to our performance plan template XML file that we uploaded here. And you see here under the general settings, this is the name and the roadmap. You can see the roadmap is not integrated, guys. Let's go ahead and integrate a roadmap to this performance plan template. Before I go ahead and attach a roadmap, let's see what are the steps inside that. 1 second. Let me see, guys, what are the different steps available inside this route map. Then I'll go ahead and add a route map to this particular performance plan template because we are going to launch it to the users, guys, now. Let me go back to admin tools and I'll navigate to the roadmap configuration of your roadmap section. Manage roadmaps. And click on view your roadmap list. And comp is the one that we are trying to integrate, right? Let's see what are the different steps available and what are the dates. Okay, you can have employee review, and we have manager review, and we have comp admin review at the last step. Let's go ahead and adjust the dates, guys. That's fine. And this is July. Okay, let me say, I'm just trying to make sure that I can send the form to next step, guys. So let me click on manager review and let me adjust these dates as well.
Raghu, what is this step type?
or I don't know, guys, whether you're following it or not. We discussed the roadmap in detail, right? The single role, iterative, and collaborative. So if you in this particular step, if only one person is going to work on the form, we are going to select it as a single role. If two people are going to share, let's say you launch the goals to the employee and you did a self-assessment and you send the form to manager. Say manager is going to disagree with your ratings, whatever you have placed over there, and if he wants to send it back to you again. So in that case, what you are going to do, like in the same step, you are going to select the step type as iterative, which means that the form will be in the same step, but usually the entry criteria in that case is going to be the manager. So entry user is the manager and exit user is also going to be the manager only. But if he is interested in sending the form back to employee, you see, I'm in the same step, but I can send the form to employee back. So that is the reason I'm selecting iterative, because you can see I can send the form to whoever has been added here in this role. The manager can send the form to that guy asking like, just correct these things or collect these things, address these comments. So he can share n number of times, he can share the form, send the form back to the employee, and finally when he feels that everything looks good, he can send the form to next step, which means that The moment he click on this finalize form and send to next step, the form will be moved to the completed step here. Right now we are in the comp admin review. Is that clear, Paresh?
Yeah,
Yeah.
got it.
Okay, let me make it single step. Okay, and it is going to, okay, here it is going to be user, and it is going to be, the user is going to be like, let me see. Let me click on HR admin. So now this is complete. 1 second, guys. Is greater than manager review step. Due date. Okay. So now this roadmap is ready, guys. So what I'm going to do is like, I'll go to the performance plan template that we just created with the XML file, and I'll try to use this roadmap that whatever we adjusted now. Let me go to my performance management here and click on manage templates and go to performance review, and it's a 2015 June performance plan template. Click on this, the template that we just created, and go to the general settings, guys. Here you can see general settings. Click on this general settings and select the roadmap that we just adjusted, guys. Click on that, and this is how you are going to integrate. So you don't have any stopping, even though you don't add the roadmap in your XML file. This works. You can come here and you can add the roadmap to the XML file, and you can see the rating scale is already there, review scale. And let me save these changes. And go to your edit fields and sections. You can see employee information section. So what data that you want to represent to the end user. 1 second, guys. What data that you want to represent to the end user. You can just go ahead and select all those things that you are interested to display to the end user. And at the same time, let's say, go to your review information. And if you want to provide any additional information to your employees or the managers, you can do that, guys. And your performance goals. This is where you're going to add your goal plan template. If you remember, guys, we added an ID of 1 in the objective section plan ID of your XML file. So that is one carries one, the form, the template ID 1 carries with 2015 Joule goal plan template. That is the reason you can see automatically it has been added here. And the core values are nothing but, you can see these are the competencies. So whether you want to use what sort of competencies that you want to assign to employees as a part of your performance evaluation. Okay, you can go ahead and select those things. I'll tell you the configuration of these competencies and your job roles and job families in a minute, guys. But you can see this is how you are going to add the required competencies. You're going to pull the, actually your competencies are already going to be configured in the system, and these performance plan template, when you're going to launch it as a form to the employees, the system will look at, yes, this employee has a job role of IT consultant. For an IT consultant, what are the job specific competencies, or what are the core competencies that has been mapped in your organization? It will look at that configuration or the mapping, and it will try to pull up all those competencies, and it will show you those competencies in your performance plan form that you're going to launch to the employees, guys. So how you are going to keep that relationship and how you are going to configure your competencies and job families, I'll talk about those things in a minute. But let me save these changes. And overall performance summary, like it's basically you are deciding on like what is the weightage for these two.
So Raghu, I have a small question.
Yeah.
This is Nitin. Like you have just told that the core values are coming from the job summary or the job family.
Yeah.
My question is like, suppose if you the position and the job family is same in SuccessFactor, because generally in public sector we have attached all these at the position level, like like
Yeah.
if the employee will occupy this position,
Yeah.
then automatically he will have all those competencies are required to occupy that
Correct.
position.
Correct, guys. As this is a talent management system and we don't have employee central, right? We don't have the concept of position management, but
Uh-huh.
a simplified version of how you're going to address your positions is using this job code. Basically job role, but again job role is going to be mapped to a job code, Nitin.
Okay, okay. And job code is kind of a position equivalent to position in SAP,
Correct.
right?
It's not like it cannot simulate the similar kind of functionality as position, but it is
Uh-huh.
like very minimum functionality is going to be provided by your job code, Nitin.
Okay, okay,
Yeah,
okay. So your competencies are attached to the job code, and then that is how it is linked to the performance evaluation, basically.
correct, Nitin.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah, sure. And this overall performance summary is nothing but you are going to decide on like what is the weightage that you want to provide to these two. Right now you can see you have one section called as goals. You're trying to evaluate the employee performance based on the goals that you're going to assign or the self-assessment. And whereas the other thing is going to be you're trying to evaluate the employee performance based on their competencies as well. So you can go ahead and assign like the required competencies, either it is 50-50 or 70-30 or make it like 100%. And let me click on save.
Raghu, if you go in the core value and if you scroll down, you'll see unable to rate, and then you have hide advanced options.
Now these are all things what happens is like how you want to show it on the form. It is nothing to carry out with the weight configuration, Rajiv.
Okay.
So you can see here right now allow users to add competencies or show behaviors, include a comment for each item. It's all like how you want to represent your performance form to the employees. You can see display section, summary, show calculated section ratings. You can just go ahead and play around this thing, guys. Maybe probably one time you just try to activate everything. Another time you can just go ahead and inactivate everything and see like what will the. It's all minor difference, like the way you are representing the information, right, to the employee, that is going to be decided by these factors that you are going to activate or deactivate here. And so we had a look at this overall performance summary, and the signature is nothing but you are going to capture the employee signature, or if you want to keep this section you can keep it, guys. Otherwise, because you have the signature step coming up in your roadmap as well, right, you can, if you want to skip this step, you can skip this, you can delete this step from your performance plan template, guys. And if you want to have a summary of all these things, the competencies or the objectives that whatever you evaluated in these sections, right, if you want to have a summary, you can just go ahead and keep that. Let's keep everything, guys, then I'll show you how each section is going to look like when you're going to launch this performance plan template to the end users. Let's click on add new section, and we are going to add this qualifications or nothing but the competencies in your organization. If you want to have a new section, you can just go ahead and add new sections, guys. I'm just adding all those things so that we can have a complete view of all the different sections provided by the standard success factors with respect to your performance plan template, guys. Okay. Okay.
Raghu,
Yeah.
is this need to be in a sequence or it can be anything like?
No, it need not be. It need not be in a sequence, guys. So you can just drag and drop it to the place wherever you're interested.
Okay.
Even in the XML file, you can drag and drop things in such a fashion that wherever you want to keep it, right, you can go ahead and do that. It doesn't cause any problem. The only way is like how you're representing the data, whether it is meaningful or not. That's the important thing.
Raghu, one question. We can upload a form using an XML file and using the instance for performance management, right? What all things can we not do through instance? That can
Basically
only
your
be done using
permissions,
an
guys.
XML file.
Basically your permissions. I'll talk about this permission. Say when an employee is looking at their performance plan template. Say a couple of these sections. Right now you can see you are seeing all these sections, right? Say employee is not
Right.
supposed to see, let's say he's not supposed to see the additional comment section. You cannot hide this additional comment section if you are going to configure the template from your instance. I mean to say without using the XML file. But if you want to hide it, say if you want to hide it for employee, whereas you want to show it for manager, you can do that when you are trying to configure it from your XML file. I'll show you. I have that in the agenda, probably like today, or if not in tomorrow's session, we'll be working on that, Samir.
Right, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, okay. So let's say these are the different sections that I'm interested in adding or capturing in my performance plan template. So three mandatory things, guys. One is your rating scale, roadmap, and your goal plan template has been integrated, right? Yes, now my form is ready to launch to end users, guys. So let me go ahead and launch this form to the employees. And meanwhile, by the time this form launches to the employees, right, I'll talk about the job families and your competencies, guys. And in order to launch your performance plan template to the employees, go to your administration tools and click on launch forms. You can navigate from this tool search option, or you can go to your performance management and click on this launch forms, guys. Click on this launch forms. Just a minute. This is the one, right, that we are interested in launching to the end users. Click on next. I am interested in, you are familiar with all these things, right? And let's say I'm interested in launching it to Marla Gibbs, Alan Thompson, Edward employee. It's a manager. Let me go ahead and click on next, and I'm going to launch the forms. So meanwhile, while these forms are going to launch to the employees, right, let me talk about your job code, job role, and job families and competencies, guys. See how it is going to be correlated is like you have a job role, and this is going to be embedded under job family, guys. In your success factors, at a high level, you have job family, and below that you have job role, and this job role is going to be assigned to a job code, guys. Okay, and to this job code, I'll show you the configuration part, guys, but this is the relationship, guys. To this job code, you are going to assign the competencies, and to the competencies you will mark it as a job specific or core competencies of that particular of your organization or whatever it may be, guys. So this is the relationship: job family, job role, job code, competencies, and whether the competency is a job specific competency or a core competency. So let me show you where you are going to configure your job families, manage job roles. Click on this manage job roles, guys. Select this manage job roles.
Raghu, can I see the path once again?
Sure.
Job families, job role, job code, competency. Okay, thanks.
Yeah. Excuse me, guys. Sorry. Go to your manage job roles. Click on this manage job roles, and you can see all these are job families, guys. And you can see if you want to add a new family, you can just go ahead and add that, or if you want to import the job families, you can do that. And let's say, let me show you how a job family looks like, and then I'll go ahead and load a brand new job families into the system, guys. Click on this anything, guys. Just let's say one of these things, basic job profiles 2.0. And you see here inside this job family, this is the job family, right? You have a job role. One is executive, another is individual contributor, and another is manager. And let me click on one of those things, and you see the job code is executive. Okay, you are inside the job role of name executive, and the code that has been provided to that is, you can see, executive. Okay, this is nothing but your job code, guys. Let me click on edit. You'll be able to find it very easily. And you see here, this is the role name, job role name, and this is the job code, guys. Okay, and if you want to keep in a description, you can go ahead and do that, but that is how. And if you go to this specific job role, I'll show you where the competencies are available. You can see you are in a job role and job code, and you can see these are the competencies. And if you want to add a new competency, you can do that. Click on map new competencies, and the existing competencies in your organization are going to be displayed here. And let's say you want to copy it from, and you see here, these are the competencies from the competency library with the name SuccessFactors 2.1 competency library. And you can select the required competencies and you can add them to the job role, whatever we are selected in the other screen, guys. You can see from this screen we navigated to the map new competencies. So all these competencies are going to be added to this job role, or nothing but the job code. Let me click on, okay, it's already saved. And now if you go back to your, so this is how you are going to, you can see right now we have seen the job families, job role, job code, and below that we have competencies. Okay, and if you want to, any questions, guys?
Yeah, Raghu, can you show this process again?
Yeah, sure.
Raghu, I have a quick question from the business point of view. Like, okay, you have shown us that job family, then job role, then job code, and the competencies are attached to the job roles, right?
Yes.
So when the employee is being hired in the organization, whether he will be assigned a job code, right?
Yes.
Okay, so one employee can have only one job code, like two employees cannot share the same job code, or they can?
No. They can share the same job code, right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And what is the unique thing, like you know, like in SAP we say that one but for one position, right?
No. That comes with your position. That's the reason I told you, right? See, in your position management, you have the capability when you're configuring a particular position, you have the capability to mention how many number of incumbents are going to occupy that position. Let's say if the my configuration says that the number of incumbents for this position is 10. I can go ahead and assign.
No, but you cannot have more than one per position is always assigned to one
No.
employee.
That's the difference in your success factors, guys. You in your SAP you have a one position being allocated to one employee, but whereas your success factors can accommodate more than one person to a position. It's all depends on the configuration. Say if you are going to assign a position to 100 incumbents, which means that you can place 100 persons to that particular position.
So whether there is some object called position in SuccessFactors,
yes,
or it is a job?
Oh, no. It's a specific object coming from your generic objects, nothing but your metadata framework, Nitin.
Okay. So how the job position is related to job code then?
See, you in your, to simplify, right? Your position will have one field called as job code.
Oh, okay. And that is how the competencies are linked to that particular position.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. And you had someone asked the navigation, right? See, this is the high level families, job families, guys. If you go to one of these job families, click on this engineering job family, you will be able to see the job roles under this job family. You can see under the engineering job family, you have two job roles. One is E&L and engineer. And you can see
how did you get to all families, Raghu?
See, they are going to group the similar kind of job roles into a job family, Rajiv.
Okay.
Yeah, and say if you are buying the job families from a third party vendor, right? usually you will get it in the same fashion. Like you'll get a bundle of job families where you have each family is specific to an industry, or it might be specific to a department, like that.
Mm.
Yeah. So you can see this job role is mapped to a job code here, and this is a good example. You can see engineer is mapped to a job code of ENG. And when you click on this one of this job role, if you go inside the job role, you'll be able to see the assigned competencies. And if you want to assign new competencies, click on this, and you will be able to see you will be able to assign new competencies. Search from which library that you are interested in adding the competencies, and these are the competencies coming from this library called as SuccessFactors 2.1 competency library. I'll show you how to do that, how to configure your competencies as well. Select the appropriate competencies and click on add selected competencies to the job role or job code, guys, and click on save changes and finish. And now you can see all those competencies are going to be automatically added here. Okay, so that is
Can you explain again what is the difference between position and job code?
See, position has lot of features, guys. See, if you want to add a workflow on your job code, you will not be able to do that. Whereas when you want to add a workflow on your position object, yes, you will be able to do that. In fact, your position is an object, nothing but it's a group of fields, and each field is going to have its own functionality. But whereas your job code is it's an individual field. What I can say is like your job code is a subset of your position in your talent management system. As your talent management system doesn't support the position concept, so how you are going to address that? Yes, this employee is there, but what he is doing in the organization is going to be represented with a job code, because I cannot represent using a position object, right?
Okay, so for example, we have an IT analyst, right?
Yes.
The IT analyst is a job code.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, and this IT analyst can also be assigned to that employee. So this job code belongs to that is assigned to that employee.
Correct.
And the position, yeah, the position can be also IT analyst, right?
Yes.
Okay. So when you mention workflow, how does it mean?
See, don't worry about your position concept much, guys, because we are going to work on that in the employee center. Let's say you have a position, say you have a job code or job role, both are one and the same thing, right? It's nothing but, see, you can see you have a IT analyst and you have a position called as IT analyst. Say in your job code, let's say if you're in your talent management system, as you don't have the position concept, you are going to assign the IT analyst directly to the employee. It's one of the field in the employee profile, right? And when you are assigning this IT analyst to the employee profile or to the employee record, you don't have any option to trigger a workflow, or you don't have any option to get an approval for this assignment, right? And you don't have any check whether the IT analyst can be assigned to more than 10 employees in the organization. Or say, let's say the IT analyst cannot be assigned in a business unit or in a location, certain locations or certain business units. Say it's such kind of conditions. But you cannot be able to address all these things with your job code, right? The concept of job code field, you'll not be able to do all these things. So in order to do these things, say in your position, yes, you can keep a rule stating that it's not even a rule, it's one of the field in your position object stating that number of incumbents. And say if already the IT analyst has been assigned to 10 employees, then when I'm trying to add the same IT analyst position, or I'm going to add a new employee to the IT analyst position, it doesn't allow you to do that. It's not even a config, it's just a field stating that when I'm configuring my position IT analyst, I'll configure stating that the number of incumbents is 10, maximum number of incumbents is 10. Then it will allow only 10 employees to be on that particular position, sure. But whereas we don't have such facility with the job code, right?
Yes. Okay.
Yeah. And the same thing, say my job code, if I want to restrict my job code to certain locations or business unit, I'll not be able to. I don't have such kind of handles, or I don't have such kind of capability. Whereas in the case of position object, right, I can write a rule. I can write a business rule, especially it is called as a business rules engine, and on the position object. So whenever I'm trying to add a new employee to the position, I'm going to check what is the legal entity, the company code of the employee, what is the business unit of the employee, or the what to which location he belongs to, and I can check all my conditions.
No, but when you will hire an employee, Raghu, whether you will hire an employee in a position or like when you do a hiring action, because in SAP,
Yes,
when you do the hiring action, the first thing you fill up is the position,
correct.
right?
Yeah.
So based on the position is employee group, subgroup, and account assignments and all those
Yeah.
things comes
No,
down.
no, no. Yeah. No, it's going to work
That's
in the
why
same. Yeah, it is going to work in the same fashion, similar fashion, but the first thing that we are going to assign is the company code to the employee, guys.
Okay.
Yeah. So say if you want to keep some conditions over there, that is possible only with your business rules on the position object. Yeah. We'll talk about those
I
things,
think,
guys.
yeah, I think we will. We are jumping ahead. I think we will get
Yeah,
more
yeah,
clarity when we
exactly,
will
guys.
use
Yeah,
that.
but when we are going to see the screen, right, the new hire employee screen,
Right.
it will be
Right.
very clear, guys, what data that you are populating, and it's a pretty
Right.
straightforward thing, guys.
Okay. Right.
Okay.
Thanks. I think we don't want to jump and take you somewhere else.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
exactly. So let me come back from this job families, job roles, and the linkage of your job role to a competency. But how you are going to maintain your competency? Your competency is going to be maintained from, let's say, let me manage competencies. You can see, click on this manage competencies, guys.
So this is job specific, right?
No, I'll tell you, it holds everything. Whether it is a core competency or a job specific, it holds everything here.
Okay. Okay.
But when you are going to assign this job role to a competency, on a job role, when you are going to assign the competencies, right, it will tell you, yes, this is a job specific competency. So whatever we have seen so far from your job family, job role, and job code and competencies, right, they are all the job specific competencies. You got it right? Let's see. So we navigated from the job family, job role, job code, and competencies. Here you are assigning the competencies to the, let's say you don't have these things. Let's say you are assigning these competencies to the job code, which means that the competencies that are assigned to the job code is nothing but they are the job specific competencies. How you are going to configure your core competencies, I'll show you in a minute, but the thing that we have seen so far is the job specific competencies. You already have a competencies configured in your system. You are just tagging them to a job role, making them as job specific competencies. Does it make sense, guys?
Yep.
Yeah, okay. So let's go to your competencies, guys. This is the place where you are going to maintain or define your competencies. Click on this view or competencies, and you have a library, this competency library. If you want to add it from your SuccessFactors library, you will be able to do that. If you want to import it from a CSV file, you will be able to do that. Let's say I'm going to one of this existing competency library by name SuccessFactors, guys. And you can see all these are nothing but your competencies, and you have a category. And forget about this. This is going to be automatically updated by your system, the ID, GUID, and editable is nothing but that is where you can go. The administrator can go ahead and edit the competency. Let me open one of those things. Okay, and you see here, this is a competency called as account management, and in this account management you can see the category is sales and the status is editable, and you can see this is the core. Whether if you want to mark it as a core competency or not, this is where you are going to make it as a core competency or not, guys. Okay, and whereas the job specific is going to come here, guys. Okay, and you can see assigned to the job roles of HR admin. HR admin is one of the job role, guys. And your performance detail is nothing but you are assigning this job role to a, you are assigning this competency to a job role, or you are making it as a core competency, right? So when employee is going to update comments in his performance sheet, rather than typing his own comments, if you want to provide some readily available text, and that comes, your readily available text is going to come from this improve, meets, exceeds expectations, and this is where your text. I'll show you this text how it looks like. It comes along with your writing assistance in your performance form template or performance form, guys. Okay, and let me go back to your performance plan template. It has launched to a couple of employees, right? I'll show you where these things are going will be useful and how it looks like. So let me proxy into one of the users to whom we launched the performance plan template. Let's say one of the employees, Marla Gibbs. And go to the performance module of Marla Gibbs. And you can see this is the one that we launched right just now, a few minutes before. Let me click on this. No, it's not this one. Oh, oops, sorry guys. This is, you can see the name is mentioned as 2015 April, guys. Hold on a minute. Let me get the correct form, guys. So I'm in Marla Gibbs account. Let me go to the performance module and let me find out the correct form, guys. Okay, and you can see this is the one, right? Not even that one, guys. 2015 June performance plan template. One second, guys. Let me find out. Yeah, you can see this is the one, right? 2015 June performance plan template for Marla Gibbs. And let me click on this. This is the one, guys, just now when we launched it. And you can see this is the roadmap with all the steps, whatever we have configured or adjusted in the existing one. And this is the employee information section coming up from your performance plan template. After that, you have review information and you have core values, competencies, because this doesn't carry any goals, guys, because on the goal plan template, I don't think so we have loaded any goals over there. Okay, and that is that you can see your goals is pretty much empty. You can go ahead and add the goals, but these are your competencies. Where from these competencies are coming from is the relationship, whatever we have seen, right? We have selected the job specific and core competencies. Okay, and these are the ones, guys. You can see core values and all these things are going to be available here. Let's say the one that we seen, like you can see, this is how you are going to rate your employees. And for the ones that we have the text, right, where we maintain the text for the what do you call, click on this writing assistant and you see improve, meets, exceeds. We can go ahead and place the readily available text rather than typing or keeping our own text, guys. This is nothing but this is where you are going to find the functionality of writing assistant, guys. The writing assistant is going to pull the comments that you maintain under the competencies in your organization, guys. let's say for sense of urgency, you want to add a comment like say meets, okay, and select a narrative whether I or Marla gives, who is narrating that, and you can see the back. I look at all your competency threads, and you can see here this has been automatically added here. Okay, so that is how your the text that you are going to configure under your competencies are going to be helpful under your writing assistant, guys. Let's say I'm
Raghu,
going to
is this
rate.
Raghu, is this language specific?
Yes, it is language specific, guys. 1 second.
Raghu, if you have to send this the goals and the performance to the whole group, to the entire group. So how do you fill out all these like the goals and the performances and all that?
I'll tell you how to do it in a mass fashion, right? That's what you are asking about.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll tell you. It's there in agenda, like how to assign the goals in a mass fashion and all these things, right? I'll show you guys. There is a template to do that assignment, Rajiv. Just to answer your question, we'll do that in most probably in tomorrow's session, Rajiv.
Raghu, I also have a HR process question. So performance plan template. Normally, how many as a HR admin is that normally created by division or from from the company perspective? How does it like SuccessFactors admin get maintained those templates?
See, basically, it's all depends on the process that you follow in your organization. Right? Let's say from a division to division, you don't see any process change. Say the process whatever you are following in your manufacturing division is going to be same in your IT division. Then you don't need to go for a new template. The same template is going to work, guys. But say the process that you are going to follow in your manufacturing division, the steps that you are going to follow in at least, let's take the simple example of, like, say the steps that you are going to follow with respect to your manufacturing division in order to do the employee performance evaluation is different than the steps that you are going to follow, or the approval process is different in your IT department. Yes, that is where you go for a new plan template. It's as simple as that. Let's say the different sections that you are going to configure are going to utilize from one division to another division is department. Then that's the case. That's one more case where where you will go for a new goal plan template or new performance plan template. Sure.
And again, you have to see the business also. Like more templates you have, more management you have. And so try to keep it minimum as much as possible, where you will have the one template for maximum employees coverage.
Yeah.
Okay. And the goal plan template on the provisioning system is also like on the company level, right?
On the company level, that's what you are talking, right?
Yeah, I'm asking.
Yeah, it is available at the company level, sure. But whether you are interested in using the same goal plan template across the, say if you are configuring 5 different performance plan templates, whether you are going to use the same goal plan template or a different one, it's up to you. Most 99% you can use the same goal plan template, because with respect to the goal plan template, the goal that you're going to assign to the employees are different, right? Rather than the template. So if you keep the same template, even on the same template, you can assign different goals to different employees. That flexibility is there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So is that normally manager launch the template, the performance plan template to their employees, or does the HR admin launch those?
Now, usually this launching of your performance plan goes from the administrator, whereas assigning the goals goes from your manager. Whether the assignment is going to happen in a mass fashion or it is going to happen individually, or you're going to cascade them, it is going to happen from your manager. But there are instances where if the manager wants to assign to a, like say, couple of employees, he can also request the administrator, the consultant, to go ahead and upload the goals.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Generally, if you see from the business perspective, the HR department, they decides, like, you know, like what are thing in concern with the manager, and then, you know, then you can discuss like a general category of the goal they will give you. But when you will fill up your performance appraisal, then you can discuss specific to your business that, okay, this is my goal, but the category of the goal will be same for all the employees. But you know, you can make it very specific to keep the, you know, to keep it minimum, because you see that if you manage all these things, you have a lot of employees are required to manage all these templates and everything. So try to keep it minimum, in my opinion.
I would like to highlight a small thing here. I worked in this goals and performance, very little knowledge. What happened when I was working is like goals, the manager says at least to have 1 to 3, not more than that.
Right.
Because in a 1 year time, you cannot do all the 10 goals. It's impossible. Concentrate on 1 to 3 goals and you finish it successfully to get your ratings.
Correct. Agreed. That's what basically they will do, and then they will say that, okay, you know, then you can, when you
No,
go very specific, then you can
yeah.
do all those things.
No, you will understand, guys. Once we complete the process, right, one cycle of your performance evaluation, then you understand, like, you'll be able to figure it out, like, what is the best way to address these things.
Yeah, from the business perspective also, you know, Raghu, I think that's what some of the people are asking questions from a business perspective.
Yeah, no,
So
no,
this
no.
is
I'm telling you, yeah, yeah. From business perspective, that's correct. But maintaining goals is not a big task in your success factor, guys. You can go and assign 100 goals to the same employee in a single shot. Or
yeah,
like
but that
say,
is not the question. I think, Raghu, that is not the question.
no,
That is
no,
what
no,
Q is trying to ask is the practical application of this. I understand that you can assign 1,000 goals here because tool is there for you to assign all those goals.
yeah.
But practically how much goals we should apply, and you know, how much templates and all those things. I think that is the question.
Yeah. Okay. So say if you are going to do the, right now we don't have any goals on this particular performance plan template, guys. But let's say you want to evaluate the competencies and you want to move the performance plan template to the next step. You are going to assess the, you are going to do the self-assessment of for the employee from an employee perspective. And once this, let's say I'm going to do the self-assessment quickly, guys. I'll move the form to next step. Okay, and I'm going to finalize the form. Guys, there are some mandatory things that we need to update. I need to assign the goals, guys. 1 second. Let's do one thing is we'll configure the we'll see the configuration of your performance plan template from your instance UI, and then we'll try to do the performance evaluation complete cycle, assigning the goals and doing the performance evaluation and looking at their final ratings from a manager perspective, guys. Let me go to my admin tools. So let me go to my admin tools and go to your performance management. Click on this manage templates, guys. Click on this manage templates and you have an option to add a performance plan template. Click on this performance review, and you can see you have an option to add a new performance plan template to your instance from the SuccessFactors library, guys. Click on that. You can see here whether you want to add manager review, manager only, or performance review with self review. Let's say I'm going to add this one to my instance, and this is going to be like say 2015 June performance review with self review, and from library. Let me suffix it with that, guys, so that I can easily identify it is from the library. It is going to load, guys. Yeah, okay. And now you can see everything you have to configure, guys. You can see the route map, what route map that you're interested in integrating. Let's say you are integrating the same route map by name comp, and what is the rating scale that you're interested. Let's say you're going to use the review scale, and the 8 different sections you can see here: employee information, the review dates, the goal section, and which goal plan template that you are interested in adding. I'm a little bit fast here, guys, because we already seen all these things, right? You can see here 2015 June goal plan template and your competencies, job specific or core competencies. Okay, all these things. I don't know why it is. 1 second, guys. Okay, so here even though it is standard, right? You can see the job specific competencies are disabled. So in these kind of things, you have to go to your XML file and edit those things, guys. You have to bring this section onto a right section. Then only you will be able to go and edit this one, guys. Otherwise, you can see the default one is like seems to be core. It is only accepting the core competencies, guys. And your role specific. Oh, okay. What they did is like they disable the job specific competency and they have a separate section for role specific competence. You can see this is where they are adding the job specific competencies. You have another section here. Okay, and you can see strength and development comments and summary section, signatures, and you can see all these different sections are going to carry the weightage, what weightage that you are granting. Okay, and if you want to add new section,
what is the significance of the signature section? Can you please repeat it?
it is nothing but see once everything has been done, right? If you want to sign off,
oh, okay,
yeah, that is where you are going to capture.
Digital signature. This is a digital signature of the employee kind of thing.
Yes, this section is for the 1 second. No, I don't think so. This is the digital signature, guys, not this one, guys. The route map signature step is there, right? That is the digital. 1 second.
It says electronic signature.
Yeah, one of these things. Yeah, probably this is the correct one, guys. This is the digital signature of the employees or the concerned parties. Yeah, this is the one, guys.
Because tomorrow the employee might say that I have not saved this one, so this is kind of a
no, signature, because you have even if you skip this signature here, right? You have a signature step in your roadmap to capture that whether the employee has agreed to that or not.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's where let's say you configure this performance plan template. So again, you can see even though you loaded the XML file into your system and had a look at the managed template, it is pretty similar to the one that we added from the instance UI, right? So both looks moreover in a similar fashion, but you have precise control on your performance plan template when you are going to configure that certain types of requirements can be accommodated or can be accomplished only with your XML file, guys. Okay, those things we'll look into it in probably in tomorrow session, guys. Especially the permissions, guys. The permissions will only be addressed with your XML file, guys. Okay, and I'm not going to launch this again because we already launched the other template, right? And we'll try to work on that template and we'll try to adjust the permissions around that particular template using the XML file probably in tomorrow session, guys. Any questions, guys, on the things that we discussed so far?
I don't have any questions, Raghu. I sent an email to you. I didn't get any reply from you.
When did you send that, Sunil?
I'm not sure. I sent it yesterday, if I'm not wrong. Yesterday or day before.
Yesterday means I might have replied.
You mentioned that there is going to be a session as usual. I replied to the
Oh,
same email.
you reply to that email. Mm.
So that is one, and I would like to share with everyone. I've been selected as the president for the Rotary Club of Brampton South in Ontario province. So I just want to share with everyone.
Uh,
Congratulations, that's something good.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, congrats.
yeah.
Thank you so much.
Let me look into it, Sunil. I am just able to find because you just replied to that email, right? A lot of people replied to that email, and it was marked as red. Let me look into it, Sunil. I'll
Okay,
reply to that.
sure, please.
I'll do the
Thank you,
needful,
thank you,
Sunil.
Raja.
Yeah, sure, guys.
Thank you, Raja. Yeah,
Congrats, Sunil.
so much. And I'm the first Indo-Canadian in our club.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Congrats, Sunil.
So much.
I think I missed that. What was that?
I've been selected as a Rotary Club president for the year 2015-16.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
And today is my birthday.
Hey,
Happy-
Oh,
happy birthday,
happy
buddy.
birthday.
Hey,
Happy birthday.
Yeah.
Thank you, everybody.
See,
Very sweet.
we are a small,
Happy birthday.
see,
Yeah.
happy birthday. And we are a small group, so we can definitely share each other's good things and bad things.
Yeah,
Sure.
That's good.
that's
Absolutely.
why I shared
Thanks.
today is my birthday.
Hey, congrats, Sunil.
Raghu, can you form us into a group, or at least someone of us can just give their email and the rest of us can send?
I'll do that. Radhika. Just give me some time. I'll be able to do that, Radhika.
Raghu, someone can create a group in WhatsApp.
WhatsApp doesn't work, guys. One second. WhatsApp doesn't work. Yeah. Let me see. Like,
Not you in the group, not you in the group. Somebody can create a WhatsApp group as like Successfactor, and they can have their questions. So,
yeah, sure, guys. Let me look into it, guys. Already, yeah.
I have a question for you.
Yes, Rajiv.
Wanted to check with you. I wanted to know, like in SAP, you have different testing, UAT, and all stuff. I mean, what kind of testing do we do in SuccessFactor, and also the Agile project?
Yeah, your the testing process and your implementation methodology is going to impact, guys. See, but usually like it doesn't make any difference whether you're implementing SAP like HCM on-premise HCM or your SuccessFactors system. But with respect to SuccessFactors, right, what SAP is recommending is like try to follow or use the project documentation provided by SAP SuccessFactors, guys. That's the definition or that's a direction given by your SAP SuccessFactors, because what they did is like for each phase they have some checklist in order to get into that stage, that phase, or in order to move out of that particular phase, get a sign off for that particular phase. You need to follow some checklist document. Basically, they are called as the gates, and you have to clear all those gates. And your life is going to be simple with the documentation, the readily available documentation provided by SAP SuccessFactors, Rajiv. And whether you carry out your UAT or whether you carry out your unit testing in which environment, it all depends on the implementation that you're going to say. If you are using your dev environment and QA and production, it all depends like where you carry out your development and where you are going to carry out your UAT. That depends on us. It's nothing specific from SAP SuccessFactors, Rajiv. But the documentation, yes, with respect to the documentation, they have some precise documentation, whether you're capturing requirements, they have set of questions for each modules. You have to make sure that you get answers to all those questions from the client. At the same time, when you are going to move from one phase to another phase, you have to follow the checklist or the documentation provided by the SAP SuccessFactors, Rajiv.
Okay, so basically, the system testing or regression testing or integration testing, it's not really part of SuccessFactor. It's just what you're saying. You just have to clear those gates. That's what you're saying, right?
Correct.
I see. Okay, and as well as the ASAP methodology, the success factor has the same like the prepare, realize, verify, and launch.
It is little bit different because they are keep on changing the methodologies, guys. So when initially they came up, right? They came up with they didn't came up with a SAP methodology. They came up with big expert project implementation methodology where they start with the sales phase. But they want to get rid of the big expert implementation methodology. Then now they launched SAP one launch, I guess. One launch or SAP launch is the methodology that they're trying to follow for the success factors project implementation, Rajiv.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. Yeah. That's all for today, guys. And we'll meet in tomorrow's session at the same time, guys. Yeah. Thanks, guys. Thanks for your time.
And Raghu, the last question, I'm sorry, wanted to ask you. Do you have the answers to the questions for the interview questions?
Oh, I didn't send you the document with the answers.
No.
No, Raghu.
Yeah. Let me look into that document. I'll attach that document to the email, Rajiv.
Please. Thank you so much.
Can you send it to us also, Raghu?
Yeah, I'll do that, guys.
Please share with us.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Let's finish this training. Then I'll send you the interview questions to everyone because Raju has got some interview, right? That is the reason he requested me to send it much earlier. And yeah, I'll send it to any. Don't worry about that, guys. Any documentation I'll share with everyone, guys. Don't feel that you are missing that document.
Raghu, one thing I want to know, what is the ideal time to book for the exam from now, this stage?
From this stage, at least take a month, guys. At least take a month. I don't know what are the current available slots in North America. Probably like look at the availability of the slots. If the slots are available in 1 month, right? Then you can plan accordingly. I don't think they'll not be immediately available, guys. In fact, just for your information, it will take like at least 1 or 2 weeks to get a slot. That's the minimum time.
No, Raghu.
I can get I can do PM and GM together, right? Or it's two separate?
PM, GM, two separate things, Sunil.
Sunil. Okay,
Yeah.
so if I get certified, I'll get a provisioning system access.
With respect to your PM, GM, workforce analytics, compensation, employee central, recruiting, you'll get a provisioning account.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Can you repeat that again? What do you say? How do you get the?
No. You don't get it automatically, guys. You are eligible to get a provisioning account or a provisioning login with the certification.
So what do you mean by that? Basically, it will be like
See,
only if you are on the
second.
project, then only.
No. Yeah. See, I don't know, like I remember, like I explained these things previously. See, what happens is like, say, automatically say if you are not going to do your certification and say if you are placed on a project, you don't get any provisioning access from your client, guys. And automatically also you don't get any provisioning access. But say you are certified consultant and automatically you won't get provisioning access, guys. Our provisioning account is not going to be created on your name. But if you are a certified consultant and if your client wants to request the provisioning access to their systems for you, then they can request, yes, you are eligible to get a provisioning access to the client systems if you are a certified consultant.
Oh.
And it again depends whether the client is willing to do that or not, whether the client is willing to give the provisioning systems access to you or not. Even though you are an employee of them or you are a consultant to them, it's up to them.
Basically, that is a minimum qualification that associate certification will give you to get that access.
Correct.
Okay. That depends. Like before SuccessFactor will give you based on the client request. SuccessFactor will check whether you have passed the associate certification or not.
Yes, yes.
Okay, got it.
So your certification questions you sent us, that is more than enough to clear the exam, correct?
No, guys. Let me see. The certification questions are the questionnaire that I sent to you, Rajiv. They are the project management questions, Rajiv.
Oh,
They are
okay.
not the certification questions. They are the project management questions where when you are on a project, right? When you are onboarding on a project and implementing a specific module, look at that specific module, you know, like what needs to be carried out with respect to that module, what information that you need to gather from the client, so that your configuration or your documentation is going to be smooth going forward during your project implementation, Rajiv.
No, you sent us some questions a few weeks ago, the certification questions.
Oh, okay. That is with respect to the employee central certification, Rajiv. Yes.
Correct.
Yeah. I don't know like whether I sent you the. That's the problem, guys. I don't remember when I sent it to you. I was keep on updating that. Anyhow, I'll share that the latest document. When we move on to the employee central, you will see a lot of questions other than 80 questions, guys. You will see like more than 150 or 160 questions in the document that I'm going to share with you.
Okay. And when you're going to do that, Raghu?
When we start the employee central module, guys.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, Rajiv. Okay, guys. Let's stop it here and we'll meet in tomorrow's session, guys. Yeah.
Thank you
Thanks,
so
guys.
much.
Yeah. Bye,
Goodbye.
guys.
Bye-bye.
Good night.
Thanks, Raghu.
Bye. Bye, Paresh. Bye, Nitin.
Thank you, Raghu. Wait for your email. Okay.
Yeah,
Bye.
sure, Sunil. Bye.